take the stage.
Morning, everyone. I'm here to tell you the stories of a few travelers who had some unexpected challenges over the summer. Meet Adrit, a kid who was exploring the Netherlands when he got caught up in the chase of a murderer. Not only that, he even had a defining role in catching the criminal. Now meet Angela and her friend. They were exploring Rome when they got involved into a kidnapping of 4 high officials. The ladies didn't back down and helped the authorities rescue the 4. And now meet Caroline. She met a broken-hearted Parisian gentleman who was suffering after being disconnected from the love of his life, and she helped the two reconnect, and now they are happily married. I told you all these stories because they are connected by Questo, a mobile app which allows you to explore cities by playing the role of a character with a mission. So actually, Adrit, he was chasing a dragon, and Angela was just fighting the Illuminati in Rome, just as Tom Hanks did in the Angels and Demons movie. Now, by now you might be thinking that we are quite similar with Pokemon Go, scavenger hunts, or The Amazing Race, and that is true because we use gamification for creating new experiences. But new walking experiences, new traveling experiences, and that is because the travelers of tomorrow and of today, they are all about online, instant gratification, games, and so tours must adapt. So how Questo works? First, you have to download the app, pay for the quest you want to play, and then go to the starting point. There you will receive your first clue. You solve it, and once you do that, you receive the story of the place. And from then on, the process repeats itself until the end. Our quests are being created by local storytellers, people who are very good at writing, know their city, and make money out of it because we share with them 20% of the revenue. But we work also with tour operators, like Eve from Strasbourg, which owns the largest Segway company in the city. They create quests because they already have the content, and it's easy for them to create a new product with which they can, 1, counter the low season, 2nd, they can counter also moments when they are fully booked or when they cannot perform tours. At the same time, they can target a new audience. You know, 50% of travelers, they don't book a tour, but they might book a quest. And the process of building a quest is super easy. Just use our amazing website that contains all the tools and guidelines for adapting your experience. And we have now more than 120 quests in 50 cities around the world, and we are growing fast. Actually, in the past 2 years, we've been played by more than 60,000 people who walked more than 200,000 kilometers. And why do they do it? Well, it's fun. During a quest you run, you get scared, you learn a lot, and that creates memories. And that's why 90% of our first-time users want to play a second quest. We just have to create more. Second, it's flexible. All of our quests are available every day of the year, and most of them any time of day. So that means that if you're hungry or tired while exploring, you can just pause the experience and continue later. Third, it's private. You don't need a guide. You just explore on your own, solve the clues and the puzzles, and if you need any help, you just ask for help. And it's budget-friendly. On average, it costs $10 to play. In London, a tour guide would ask you $150 for a couple. Our business model is quite straightforward. You can find us on Get Your Guide, on TripAdvisor, and other OTAs. You can purchase the quests also from our own website and mobile app, and also from our partners. And travel agencies are purchasing our quests to offer them to their existing travelers. In terms of sales, we've been growing with more than 40% month-over-month since January. And that spike in October, it's not random. It was due to the fact that we just launched some haunted quests because it was the Halloween month. And the plans keep going forward. Next year, we want to be available in 100 major cities and create 500 unique quests. So imagine quests about movies, romance, architecture. Honestly, creativity has no limits for us. And because of this, we aim to transform every place into a game and allow everyone to explore the world. And by everyone, I mean both travelers and locals, because we are relevant for both of them. A few words about the team behind. I'm Alex, the CEO. I'm at my second startup experience after first co-founding one of the largest automotive websites in Romania. Claudiu, he's my co-founder and a young leader in advertising with more than 10 years of experience working for some of the largest brands. And together with us, we have people who have worked for games and apps with millions and millions of users. Thank you very much, and I have just one invitation for you guys to go out and play this world a visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Take a seat. Well, I don't mind starting here. Look, I love this concept. If we've ever been to an escape room with a family, or I love this concept of socially engaging with those you love, your friends, your family. However, I do wonder about how you're going to scale, because I didn't hear very clearly, are you a travel agent, or are you an activity provider, or are you franchisor that is essentially, here's the model, here's how you can take that out, and here's how you can monetize it. What are you?
We are two things. At first, we are the game that people use in order to play, but we are also the platform that anyone can use for creating the games that are available in the app. That's why we created the website, where you have all the tools for creating your quest based on our guidelines. At first, it was us building the quest. Once we had the recipe, we now share it with everyone.
So how do you monetize that, though? Quick follow-up.
So you have to pay for purchasing the quest, and we also make money from the fact that we share the revenue with the tour operator. So if in Strasbourg, he creates the quest, and he can sell it, and we get a cut out of that.
Are there other revenue streams? Do you have a quest telling me that step 4 is go buy a sausage in Berlin, and you get half of the money from me buying the sausage? Are there quests where I have to spend money, and then you would...
No, at the moment, you just pay for the quest. It's just the exploration. We don't offer you any local business tips or stuff like that, but we plan on adding them in the future.
I also love it. I'm excited. I want to give it a go. Travel is hard, but I think game design is even harder, right? Like the App Store is littered with both crap games and games that were the hottest thing in the world for an hour and a half and then fell off. So what have you got resource-wise, technology-wise, people-wise to make sure you're actually really good game designers?
We brought game designers into the team as advisors and as people which are working with us. You cannot design a quest just with a tour guide which has all the stories. You also have to have game designers so that you can build a hero journey.
Yeah.
Every quest of ours is like a movie.
Yeah.
It has a beginning, it has an end, it has some interesting points along the way.
But I mean, you had Pokemon Go on the slide and actually had it written down here to ask you, because that's both a good news story and a bad news story. I mean, at one point in Bangkok, every single human being was playing Pokemon Go, and then one day later, like as if magic, they all stopped. So that's the other sort of challenge of this game, is that one day everybody loves the quests, the next day it's...
But on the other flip side of that, I am a geocacher, and I've been geocaching enthusiastically for 14 years. And we'll be meeting later for geocaching. I'll invite you along. Does anybody geocache in the room?
Old school.
Am I the only nerd?
I've heard about it.
The difference with Pokemon Go is there you have only one mechanic, only one game mechanic. You have to throw a ball around some Pokemons in the city. With Questo, you can be whoever you want. You can be a penguin if you're playing a quest for kids. You can be Tom Hanks playing the Angels and Demons. So it's suitable for everyone. We just have to create that content, and you'll have something to play for.
But how does this become a sustainable business? It's a really cool idea. It's super fun. But I just get the feeling that it's going to implode under its own success, right? Because at some point, you're just going to be dealing with such enormous complexities across the planet if you want to actually own all of these spaces. And the unit economics are so small. Well, how do you grow and sustain
That's why
growth?
we are going after creating something that will self-sustain and self-manage it itself. So we are having now more and more people who are growing their cities. It's not us. They are also curating the content. So it's an open platform for creators worldwide. It's not just us who are doing that.
Cool. Thank
Well
you.
done, Alex.
Thank you.
Nice one, Alex.
Thank you very much.